So all in favor of replacing the tank with this new bladder proposal?
Aye.
Any opposed?
At least getting all the costs associated with
Right.
it and then
Okay,
figuring out
Right.
what it'll cost us.
okay, then
And this,
the next is the cost.
and then how to pay for it is next.
Yep. So, you guys feel like we don't have any choice? I mean, we really don't. That's why we're saying, let's go replace it. So the cost to do this, we would get the estimate, and a firm estimate. But then is what are the options you want to pay for it? So let's
Let's
just
name the
Let's just
options.
say for shits and giggles, it's $9,000 is the high, okay? We can vote to approve up to 9,000 and then come back to the association. Then we can also then look at, okay, to pay for that 9,000, what are our options? So do you want to vote for a limit as far as right now, and then get back to you guys by email and say, this is what if firmly it is, if we're going to be under our 9, or if we're going to be over 9, we need to know, you're setting a $9,000 cost limit. That's what
Yeah, and hopefully it'll be under, and maybe it'll be under.
Maybe under. But we can adjust accordingly. Do you want to do it that way, or do you want to wait and see and then do an email vote?
No, I would say let's get the vote. My motion would be is vote on that cap and approve that.
Approve the cap.
And hopefully Calvin might come back with 8,500, 8,700, who knows? But we'll already have it in the works, what we're doing.
So are you making a motion
Now,
to cap
does
it?
that also include those meters?
Mhm.
Or,
The estimate I had him give me was
he's looking it up right now.
with the meters.
Oh, great. Good. And it was at 8, or is it at 7 something, the estimate?
He's looking.
Okay,
So we need to maintain our operating
Budget.
budget, so we have to keep that constant. So this is a capital expense that's gonna be above and beyond. So your question, then it's like, so do we deplete our savings and
And then,
do an additional $7,000? How are we gonna raise it or fund that?
well, we have, right now, that's the minutes from last year. Wait a minute.
but we haven't he's not including the people that paid today, at all the checks that are coming in.
So
But
there'll
that's
be another
usually maintenance for
$2,500.
the year.
Right, but you know what that'll be. It's easy to know what that amount is gonna be once,
Yeah, right now we have $6,000 total cash. We have about 4,000 in checking and 2,000 in savings. So reverse that essentially, say, okay, if we have the 2,000 in savings or 2,400, that's good for the year. So we're roughly about 3,500 now that we have cash
towards the
towards the pump.
9,000 or
And that
8,000.
does not include the fees collected this year.
No.
Part of it does, a little bit of it does, but not totally, no. That was as of April 15th.
People gave checks today, they're not
And
included.
I got 2 more, and I just made a $1,200 deposit last week. I have to go in person,
Well, I have a
mask up.
question. There's probably a state something or something that would give you a loan sheet.
Like a
I'm
grant
sure
or
that There's
yeah.
gotta be,
And that's what Calvin
they've
was
got all
talking
kinds
about
of
too.
places that are helping everybody, if you know what I mean.
Yes, I do know what you mean.
Yeah, that's what Calvin was talking
That's
about
what I'm
too.
saying.
There's
I'm sure
programs
there's
out there.
some place where you could
Get a
pay
grant.
or loan you the money and.
There,
Community
I do know from Baby Ward and Sewer, there is Bureau of Reclamation, they give grants, but they're closed for the year. They already fulfilled it. It would have to be 2021.
There's a place that'll help you.
Remember, I mean,
So the estimate I have says galvanized fittings, PCV fittings was $250 for the galvanized fittings, and PCV fittings was $413. Then the tanks, I don't understand how he has that down, but he's got sounds like it's $475 a tank for $2,850. Then the meters are, the 2 meters were pretty expensive, they're $1,222.20. They're $600 a piece, it looks like, or, yeah, $611 a piece. Miscellaneous clamps and straps for $170, and then of course there's the total, and then it comes down to the labor and everything was $7,704.81. So almost $8,000.
And that's just his,
And that's just his side of it.
And then what do you think it'll take you to have to do your part of it, Calvin, about?
It's gonna take me a good solid day, probably.
Sure.
Maybe a little more. Because it's a good sized tank and cutting out 2-foot sections, like I said, it's about 4 foot around.
Sure.
And,
But do you have kind of an estimate on what you think you would need to be reimbursed for?
well, what have we been doing for labor, anyways, what, 20?
20 an hour you were, for what we paid for the guy on that valve.
Right. You know,
Well, 10 hours would only be $200.
yeah,
Yeah, or whatever.
We're not talking about,
no, not even thousands,
Yeah.
you know, I mean,
well, 10 hours would be 200.
yeah.
Yeah, and maybe a little more depending on.
It could be a
what you
little
encounter,
more,
right.
but, you know, it's not gonna be much more than that. So you're looking right around $8 grand for everything.
Okay,
so if
so,
we did cap it at 9, like
Yeah.
you said, it just.
but 9 is high. I
And
didn't,
then-
Yeah, but that's a cap,
Better to
Okay.
visit.
because there's
I
accidentals
understand.
here.
It's a cap.
He
There
had
are
to, he had to make a
accidentals.
lot of runs into town to get parts. They had to do a lot of other little extra things. He's been
Okay.
transportation, time-wise.
Yeah.
So I'm
Also,
for
when
accidentals.
that broke down, like he says, the one before, we had a backhoe going there, but when we did that one, it was only about 3 foot down. The backhoe one was about 7 foot down on Schaeffer Street. So we had a backhoe in there. Well, we had Joe go in there and dig, and of course I helped him a little bit, but he pretty fast got to it. We would have cut down some trees to get a backhoe in there anyways. And he dug it up pretty quick, but then you gotta stop. I gotta run into, was it Fowler's, where we went and got the parts, Maine, come back, install the parts. And then I left.
Plumbing is like that, no matter what.
I left it open